All right, let's
Yeah.
read this commentary bitch ass piece by Kotaku. Said, here's hoping Assassin's Creed Red learns from what Ghost of Tsushima did wrong. What did Ghost of Tsushima did wrong is my question. Fans are already drawing comparisons between Ubisoft's upcoming Japan-based action RPG and Sucker Punch's 2020 open world game. Ubisoft didn't give us a ton to chew on when it unveiled Assassin's Creed Red, which will follow next year's Mirage in the long-running historical fiction series. Beyond the fact that it's set in Japan, however, that hasn't stopped Assassin's Creed fans from making comparisons to Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch's 2020 open world RPG. Hold on. They said that Ghost of Tsushima is an RPG. I quote, they say Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch's 2020 open world RPG. I'm convinced this fucking dickface did not play Ghost of Tsushima already.
I platinumed it. I have over 100 hours. I've never seen one RPG mechanic in it whatsoever.
The game, at best, can be argued that it has RPG elements, but even those are very minuscule at best.
That means role-playing game, right? So RPG means role-playing game?
Yes.
So yeah, it's role-playing game. You're playing as a role, a character. Yes, an RPG.
Oh my god.
Then every fucking game is an RPG then.
That's what I wanted to say, but I was holding back. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so every game is an RPG. Thank you, Osnot, for redefining all of gaming. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Anyway, back to the article. Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch's 2020 open world RPG that players have already widely likened to Assassin's Creed for how it blends action and stealth mechanics. But as you contemplate just how similar or different Red may end up being from Ghost of Tsushima, consider this. Ghost of Tsushima was mostly a joyless slog that replicated the Western tendency to depict Asian men as devoid of any individualism or human appeal.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping...
feminist wrote that. You cut that. I don't even need to finish the rest of it.
Yo, it's like, I'm convinced the motherfucker that wrote this did not even play Ghost of Tsushima. This motherfucker said it's an RPG.
It is, though.
It's not.
It is.
It's not an RPG.
It's a Japanese RPG.
Oz, by your definition, every fucking game is an RPG.
It is. That's why there's different genres. There's a horror RPG.
Sly Crow in a comment said, I think Assassin's Creed had to go the RPG route because it was getting stale. It's true. I'm glad that they tried something new. It's just that they were too excessive with the grind when it came to these new Assassin's Creed games. If they would just tighten up the game more and not try to sell you fucking time savers, I think that Assassin's Creed would have been as good as it could possibly be. Period. That's how I feel personally.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is not an RPG, it's an action adventure game.
Yes, apparently they're saying that I don't even know what the fuck they're saying. Like, it's so fucking shit, bro. They're saying Jin Sakai is just devoid of any character whatsoever. That's what they're saying. The Western tendency to depict they're directly relating to the fact that Sucker Punch isn't Japanese. So despite Sucker Punch doing all of this, all this research, really going out of their way to respect Japanese culture, the island of Tsushima, they've been thanked and rewarded and awarded by the island of Tsushima for their work and dedication to respecting their fucking culture. But this motherfucker from Kotaku thinks otherwise. Amazing how that fucking works. Fucking amazing how that fucking works, bro.
Chip eaters.
I mean, yeah, I'm convinced that this writer does eat fucking paint chips. But yeah, apparently, yeah, Jin Sakai is a depicted by Westerners as an Asian man that is devoid of any individualism or human appeal. I'm in this person saying I'm hoping that Assassin's Creed Red offers more than just play as an assassin, but in Japan. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's almost like
I
you
know
didn't
nothing
you didn't
about the character.
it's almost like you ran around in the world but didn't actually engage in the story whatsoever. Yo, what's good, BK? Thank you so much, BK, for the resub. I appreciate you, bro. We just here roasting Kotaku. This is apparently this fucking asshole from Kotaku seems to know better about the island of Tsushima and how Asian men should be depicted than actual Japan themselves and the island of Tsushima. Why?
No, I didn't like him. His hair wasn't a different color. It wasn't pink or purple or blue or some shit.
That would have given Jin Sakai the individualism that this writer was hoping for in the game.
Give him fucking taste the rainbow hair.
I'm just floored that Kotaku continues to go at Ghost of Tsushima despite the game being like rewarded by Japan. Like it's made by Western developers. Yes, we understand that. But they clearly did everything that you could expect to respect the culture that they're depicting. Like, how much fucking more do you want?
Like, you need to play it with Japanese audio. Like, it's not like you're bound to English voice acting only.
Exactly. Like, they really did their best to appeal to everyone in a reasonable fashion without going like the whole woke route or doing some weirdo ass bullshit. They really did go out of their way to appeal to both the East and the West with this game. Why are we bitching and moaning 2 fucking years later? It just... I don't know. Let's continue
reading. Why you can be AI. This is why AI is going to fucking replace him because idiots like this.
I mean, AI, I think, needs to replace fucking journalism because, I mean, journalism is a dead practice anyway to begin with. At least that's how I feel about it. But before I get
fucking machine has more sense.
Oh, he's gonna go into this person is gonna go into specific gripes about Ghost of Tsushima. He said, before I get into my specific gripes about Ghost, I feel compelled to note that some people have responded to the announcement of Red by commenting about how we supposedly have too many open world games set in Japan. Can I just talk about how weird this reaction to Red is? Are you gonna say that everyone is now racist? Is that the route that we're going? Just because Sucker Punch did it first, Ubisoft now can't make a modern open world RPG set in Japan. This is a double standard that we don't apply to Western nations. Yep, clearly they're going the well, I'm gonna call everyone racist. I don't. Have any of you guys seen anybody that's completely opposed to Assassin's Creed Red only because, it's another game that's set in Japan? I haven't really seen that.
It looks cool.
You notice it's always the ones that are pointing the fingers that are always the ones most offended, not the people they're trying to portray in the game.
It's always...
It's like, you should be offended.
Yeah, it's like this asshole just wants to write a shit piece. That's clearly what it is, and be like offended by every fucking thing.
He wants to cause controversy, which he can't.
I mean, look, Sucker Punch may be, they're not Eastern developers, but they're owned by an Eastern company. If Sony themselves felt that the game itself was disrespectful, the game would have been held back and it would have been amended I mean, I don't understand this fucking argument that Kotaku continues to have with shitting on Ghost of Tsushima. It's such an asshole fucking take. That's what pisses me off. It's such an asshole, snobby fucking take. And they're saying this is a double standard. We don't apply with Western nations. Has anyone ever said there are too many games set in England or the United States? I don't see this with Japan either, though. Assassin's Creed fans,
especially from software type games, they use English voice, like the English voice actors from England, and they portray them that way in their games. Set in these medieval type English eras. Like, what are we talking about? And no one complains about it.
I mean, well, journalists are too busy bitching about how the games are too hard when it comes to their games. So basically, they're only one-track minded. They're simpletons. They can only bitch and whine intensely about one thing in regards to one specific game. So the fact that they can't beat those games is their main gripe and the thing that they bitch and whine about the most. But yeah, there is a double standard with the person writing the article. I don't see people complaining that we have another open world RPG set in Japan. I'm excited for it. I want an Assassin's Creed that is like they're inspired to make a better game than Ghost of Tsushima. And in return, I mean, I don't know when Ghost of Tsushima 2 is coming out or when Assassin's Creed Red is coming out, but if fucking Sucker Punch looks at Assassin's Creed Red when it comes out and says, we want to be better than that, and aims like that, like, this is what makes better games. Like, I want that shit. Straight up. And let's see, Assassin's Creed fans are forced to visit England regularly, and London appears in Assassin's Creed 3, Syndicate, and Valhalla until we reach 1-to-1 parity with the number of times that I am forced to visit Fog Island. I say bring the Japanese-based video. So basically, this person is making a false complaint or a complaint from a very like minor part of the community at best. That's a fucking reach in itself. But this argument being made is so minor, while they're also pushing a petty ass fucking argument. They're saying, however, I don't have concerns about the kind of fictional Japan that a Western studio. They say, however, I do have concerns about the kind of fictional Japan that a Western studio might create. I reviewed Ghost of Tsushima near when it released. Oh, so you were the fucking asshole that did it. Well, at least you're consistent, I'll give you that. And I was not impressed. The characters, as in so many Western visions of Asian people, were obsessed with honor to the exclusion of all else. None of the... But literally, Jin has to choose whether to be honorable or not. That's literally the main choice of the character. You could choose to not be honorable. None of the NPCs were flirting with the actual aristocrat who was trying to liberate the island. Everything was just so constantly Dour. D-O-U-R. I'm not going to look anything up right now. My English sucks, apparently. And I wonder if the protagonist, Jin Sakai, knew what a joke was. Although the rocket launchers... I mean, bro, when you're fighting a war, how much joking can there realistically be? People are dying. Like, how could you fucking play the first 20 minutes of Ghost of Tsushima and actually have the gall to make the joke? I'm convinced that this fucking asshole is like, their taste has been molded by the MCU. I'm fucking convinced. Because when it comes to the MCU, I can't take anything even remotely seriously because everything's a fucking joke. Every fucking thing about the MCU. And that was very abundantly clear to me when Avengers 2 came out. You're fighting what is Ultron, a really serious villain in the comic books. And everything was a fucking joke when it came to that film. And it's been like that ever since. Although the rocket launchers were fun and the scenery was certainly very photogenic, I found myself emotionally detached from Ghost Japan. Tsushima Island didn't feel worth saving. Bruh, are you... what the fuck is wrong with this person? Like, I'm just convinced that they've convinced themselves of a lie. That's what I'm getting from this article. Although I see players praising Ghost, they also make it clear that for them, one stealth adventure in Japan was enough. Sucker Punch's game showed them all the Japan they wanted to see. I want more games set in Japan. I want more Japanese fucking games from PlayStation specifically. Like, I constantly bitch about how they shut down Japan Studio, and that was like one of the most unique studios that they had.
But to be fair, Japan Studios wasn't making them any money, so that's why
but
banned it.
It's one of those things where they didn't necessarily lose money either. They did make money. They were profitable. It's just not to the level, I guess, that was acceptable for PlayStation at the end of the day. But I mean, look, it was when it came to Japan Studio, they would help other studios with their works, and they would help bolster the library of games for PlayStation with unique titles. You know, like, they were a good studio to keep around because they kind of just like, they did many things. I still think it was a mistake that they got rid of them. They aren't necessarily the big profit bringers by any means, but they were definitely useful in many ways. So this person goes on to say,
on Amazon.
what were you saying?
You can pre-order the new Zelda on Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. All right, so this person goes on to say the big problem with Ghost of Tsushima is that it relied too much on couching its world and the historical accuracy of its aesthetics, but didn't deliver on approachable characters with relatable human foibles.
Yeah.
While I explored the villages on Tsushima Island and met the people who inhabited them, I couldn't help but yearn for the Greek coast of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Then why don't you just play Assassin's Creed this dude's bitching about how, oh well, like, I'm tired of these other games visiting these other places, but simultaneously saying I also just want to go back and visit these places I was just previously bitching were over fucking visited.
Dude sounds like an Assassin's Creed fanboy. Just wants to talk about Assassin's Creed.
I don't understand this at all. It's like, how many times can you be a hypocrite in one fucking article? This person says, I'd previously thought of ancient Greece as a stuffy and intellectual world because my main exposure to the country was through learning about it in public school. But I'm pretty sure you learn. I'm pretty sure you learn nothing in public school, you fucking idiot. But Odyssey showed me that ancient Greeks could be fuck ups. What? They could be horny, lazy, and selfish. Well, wait, did this person think that people that were Greek were like not human beings? Like, what did you think? What the fuck did you think they were? Aliens? This person says, in contrast, Tsushima was obsessed with respect to the point of sacrificing the I don't even know what the fuck that word is. Everyone in Jim's world is beautiful, but no one is horny. That is the quote of the fucking article. Everyone in Jin's world is beautiful, but no one is horny.
I'm about to lose my fucking mind.
Bro, please stop reading this.
This Kotaku fucking dude is a fucking meme.
Please stop reading this.
And people listen to this bullshit and take it. And that's why
Kotaku's more relevant by the year. I'm surprised they're still in business, to be real with you. I'm surprised that they haven't had to close shop yet. But people don't really like. People just love to shit on Kotaku, deservingly so, because they earn it every chance that they get.
Fucking dorks.
I might upload this clip to YouTube.
Dorks a bad name. Fucking
Just shitting on Kotaku.
God, man.
I
God, they're so fucking.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm floored. This person doesn't even try to hide the fact that they're absolutely mentally fucking deranged, while also being simpletons. They've proven that with the quote, "Everyone in Jin's world is beautiful, but no one is horny." Amazing.
Guess what? Lemonade played it. He's always fucking horny. So they're.
Oh my god. I'm convinced that this person wanted Ghost of Tsushima to have modern like characters from in its time period, but them to act exactly as we do in modern day. Which makes no sense. You want something that doesn't exist.
The modern day sucks.
It's like when this is the same people that fucking complain where a game that takes place in a European like country from way the fuck back in the day doesn't have people of color in it. Like, this is the same fucking type of people. Like, these people are mentally deranged. They complain that historically accurate games don't have historically inaccurate like people in them.
And also, aren't these the same fucking people who always complain if there's anything revolving around sex or anything like that? And what if Tsushima did? And he'd probably complain that it's too much of that or anything.
Yeah, like, they would. The thing is, it's like no matter what Ghost of Tsushima would do, they would still bitch on the other side of it. It's like, oh well, characters in Ghost of Tsushima didn't fuck enough. So like, Jin could have had a sexual relationship with a woman and be like, oh, this is a misogynistic relationship.
Not enough hot springs.
Yeah, let us continue. Thankfully, there's only two more paragraphs left. It said the sterile beauty of Ghosts comes from the West's uncomfortable relationship with Asian gender and sexuality. Jin Sakai is a man who is obsessed with honor and has nothing else going on in his life.
Because he's a man? Is that why? Sorry.
But like they would bitch. The thing is, like, what kills me is that they would bitch if they did go down the route that they're talking about, because nothing ever we'll get into it in a sec. BK, my bad. I just want to shit on Kotaku just a little bit more, sir. Just let me have this, because Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite PS4 games and they can kiss my fucking ass. But either way, they could have went down the route that they're asking for Ghost of Tsushima to have went down, and they would still find something to fucking complain about. It's just tiresome, man. They're saying Jin's most tender moments occur while he is alone and rarely, if ever with other people. This sexlessness is in line with, basically, they just wanted Jin to fuck. That's literally what the articles say. Ghost of Tsushima sucks because Jin Sakai didn't fuck.
I'm sorry, he's not Kratos.
Yeah, but they would cry if the old God of War games were made today with Kratos having fucking orgies with women. God. They would fucking blow a gasket. They would literally lose their fucking mind. All right, so
yeah, they would.
This sexlessness is in line with how Asian men are viewed in the West: impotent, devoid of romance, and free from personal desire. As I've said time and time again, let Jin Sakai oh my god. This guy isn't even hiding how stupid he is. Let him shoot the shit at the tavern. Let him have a rich internal life. that feels separate from his quest to liberate Tsushima Island. Now with Red, Ubisoft can do what Sucker Punch didn't. After all, I've seen the Viking Ivor get high off mushrooms and chug a massive vat of beer. I just need Ubisoft to treat the Japanese assassins of its upcoming game no differently than their European counterparts. Bruh. Ghost of Tsushima is not a fucking RPG. It is not. You just do not like the fucking narrative that Ghost of Tsushima chooses. And it's like, bro, clearly you have like this fantasy of this game that you want. And it's like, the game isn't for you. If you don't like it, don't fucking play it. If you want to play an RPG game, go play a fucking RPG game. This is the dumbest fucking argument. This person lies in the beginning of the article stating that Ghost of Tsushima is an RPG so that they can make all these complaints. But if they would have amended the statement in saying that Ghost of Tsushima is actually an action-adventure game, an open-world action-adventure game, which is exactly what it is. It's not a fucking RPG. Then all of these arguments are out the fucking window. So they had to lie in the beginning of the article to be able to make these whiny-ass complaints. Amazing. I need Ubisoft to treat the Japanese assassins of its upcoming game no differently from their European counterparts. You know what? Just for that, I hope that they actually decide to do the same exact shit that Ghost of Tsushima did, just to make this asshole mad, because I'll enjoy it either way. This may be a tall order for Assassin's Creed publisher. Red is being directed by Jonathan Dumont, who is accused of bullying in 2020. You know what? Bully away. I support bullying. It makes people tougher human beings. So I think that Jonathan Dumont is doing the Lord's work.
He had to get his Kotaku narrative in talking about bullying.
Oh my god. This director bullied in the past. Boo fucking who. New allegations against him have recently surfaced on The Gamer. Developers allegedly asked not to be placed on the Red project because of Dumont's behavior. So basically, the dude demands excellence, is what I'm hearing. So I think Assassin's Creed Red is going to be fucking amazing, just because the director seems to demand excellence and nothing less of the people that work under him. I like that. Get rid of the
snowflake developers. Get rid of them.
Yeah, if you can't handle basic pressure of meeting quotas, deadlines, or just meeting what is expected of you with your skill set, I mean, you know, go somewhere else. Go make a bullshit ass game. Go work for Xbox. Go work for fucking Xbox. Okay, thank you. And last year, Kotaku reported that an Asian developer at Ubisoft Montreal was told by her assistant director, "You Asians, you all look the same." Bro, why do I feel like this is just fake?
Oh, he's padding.
That's the best part of the whole thing.
Bro, can that be an any more generic fucking statement?
They all look the same. That's like something I would say.
That is like the most generic thing anyone could fucking say. I feel
he's like padding that story.
Jeopardy, Alex. I'll take things that didn't happen for 100. Okay.
He belongs on TikTok.
Yo, this article is just the dumbest shit I have read. Holy crap. I don't know whether I'm glad that I read it because I've read this insane stupidity, or that I'm just depressed that I read it, that the human race is, I've come to the conclusion yet again, the fifth time today alone, that literally the human race was a mistake.
Actually cheered me up.
Yeah, they all look the same.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up, Oz. Shut the fuck up. And despite having talent all over the world, developers at Ubisoft Singapore alleged that the studio was subject to a French sealing that prevented Southeast Asian staff from succeeding in the company. So basically, the person that's writing this article, fucking, basically, they're depressed. They have it out for Ghost of Tsushima for no reason, and they already are prepped for to basically shit on Assassin's Creed Red before we even have any true details on it, besides where this Assassin's Creed Red is, where it's essentially it's set in Japan. Basically, it's already set to fail by Kotaku, this asshole from Kotaku. Oh, homie, Shaq Fu said, boo your haircut. I mean, look, you're not wrong, sir. I mean, I did it myself. I have no talent when it comes to cutting hair. I just have clippers, and I have a field day when I feel as though I'm ready to actually take on this endeavor. I fail every single time. So, all right. So we did. Oh my God! Here we go with the We Deserve Better Western games set in Asia.
We deserve better writers.
I'm not entirely sure if Ubisoft Quebec is the studio that can deliver. It's like, basically, you hate Ghost of Tsushima because you just need something to bitch about. And to this writer, Assassin's Creed Red has already failed. But yeah, thank you, Future, for recommending this article. I thought I couldn't.
Welcome.
I thought I couldn't be any more pissed off than I already usually am. So
You more excited? I think I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I discovered that this director,
because you make great videos when you're angry.
I mean, I try, but I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Red because apparently it's being directed by someone that actually, demands excellence. I'm happy about that. That's
if Kotaku hates something, I'm definitely buying it.
Yeah, I think I'm buying it as well. I mean, I know very little about it, but this Kotaku writer sold it to me while intentionally trying to not sell it to me. Thanks, Kotaku.